Yo guys, what is up? And welcome back to some more Zero Hour, and welcome back to another 1v1 replay cast slash commentary. Today we have Peter. I always get this name wrong. I think it's like Peter Specispec, but I think it's pronounced slightly different. His name is actually slightly cut off there. The ECH is actually cut off. And yeah, he's playing as the China in the top right of Farmlands of the Fallen is the map, and he's in the purple color. Down in the bottom left, we have AKA GoIsUber, and he's playing as the yellow and also playing as China Vanilla. So yeah, I actually believe this is an interesting game for me because it's a China mirror on this map, and I think that means it's from the $2,000 tournament, from the $2,000 extravaganza tournament that is going on, and apparently one of the best rated replays from that. Now the reason it's interesting to me is because I could well go on to face one of these players. I think Peter, it's safe to say, is the favorite in his group. I can't remember who the other members are in his group, but I think he's currently top of his group, but probably AK GoIsUber is probably the second favorite in that group as well. So interesting matchup here. Both very, very good players, especially Peter, but AK GoIsUber is kind of making himself known on the scene over the last maybe like year or so. I think before then, not many people had heard of him, but as of recent, you see him playing high-level 2v2s. And also now apparently 1v1s, and actually performing very, very well in them. So very, very interesting matchup. And like I said, whoever comes top of that group, or whoever wins that group overall, I will probably, or at least one of us will probably face them at a later time. So it's interesting to see their level. Yeah, we've got a first gat going across the map from GoIsUber. We've got an outpost out, and we've actually got an oil cap from GoIsUber. So he's gone War Factory Barracks, whereas Peter, we're seeing a variation here. He's gone for 3 supplies and got the 2 fast war factories out. Now, I think if I was playing this, they're two both very, very good build orders. I think the oil might be slightly more risky because it can get flamed down very early, or just completely outright denied like that by that annoying outpost, which by the way is empty and is therefore invisible to that gat. This oil down here did get captured, and there is a gat here for GoIsUber, just defending this oil a little bit, but there is an outpost and 2 gats coming in from Peter. So straight away looking like advantage Peter to me, because his economy is stronger, because that 3rd supply is worth more than 1 oil. He's gone for a propaganda center behind this, and a barracks. A very, very solid play here from Peter. And AKA GoIsUber coming in, finding that empty outpost and just kill it. You don't get any XP, to my knowledge, for killing that, for killing an empty outpost, whether it's an attack outpost or a regular outpost. Don't think you get any XP, but somehow they have got some XP. Can't remember exactly what went down, but we've got a bit of a game of chess going on all over the map, really. Moving their pawns and their bishops and whatever else out on the map. Got 2 units that actually can't kill each other here. Let's say they're the bishops or the rooks. You could say the bishops. I think the rooks could probably be... Oh, what could they be? Nuke cannons or something like that. We've got Gats harassing the trucks here of Peter. So really, really solid play so far from both players. Outpost versus Gat. The outpost should win that, but the Gat can move close, so the splash damage actually causes damage to the outpost, and the Gat can win in certain situations. So got Peter now flaming down that oil. This is why I actually prefer the build that Peter did, because those oils can get gunned down very, very easily by flamers, or just denied like we saw over there. This flamer here probably will get stopped. There's quite a few RPGs inside of there, or tank hunters rather, and there's enough gats here to stop it as well. Can hear more buildings getting captured. Where the hell is that sound coming from? Oh, there it is. I only have 1 ear headphones on whenever I'm commentating. Otherwise, I can't really hear myself think with it coming in. The sound coming into both ears. I think that Lotus is gonna be close, and it's gonna get detected actually, because there is a outpost here. Little tip and trick for you: you can actually force fire the flamer, and the gun will actually shoot before it would normally shoot, and you can still kill things from a further distance. So yeah, if you force fire, you can kill things at a further distance than it would normally just manually, automatically, just if you attack moved or whatever. So yeah, you probably could have killed that Lotus, but she did get away. If he didn't know that little tip or trick, then yeah, he might have had a Lotus kill on his hands. So we've got a number of gats coming in now for AK GoIsUber, and there's ECMs in play for Peter. He's disabling a couple of the gats, and now Peter should be able to come out on top here. That said, though, he keeps targeting down the already disabled Gats. I probably would have targeted down the alive Gats, but it doesn't really matter. He's going to come out on top with the help of the ECMs anyway. ECMs are really, really good against Gats because they disable them really quickly, and they've got really high armor against the Gatling gun as well. This supply has not been taken by GoIsUber. I'm going to assume that he actually doesn't know about it because he's got 5k, he's got the map control, and he's got that area secure. There's no reason why you wouldn't drop it down there. It's easy when you don't know these maps just to see it, and it's just like a little bit camouflage. It's not the most obvious thing on the map unless you're actually looking for it or looking at it. Sneaky flame. Well, not really a sneaky flamer, is it? It's been found out. I was going to say sneaky flamer trying to get in. This is a sneaky red guard, you could say, hiding in the trees, trying to get over here. Will he get that oil? Peter hasn't got that oil, actually. I don't know where his Lotus has gone off to. But that oil has now gone down. And a supply truck for Peter, really optimistic. That's a really, really long distance to collect from. I don't know if he's just using that to scout. He doesn't really need it anywhere else. He could have used it here, actually. So yeah, I don't know what that truck is doing for Peter. Maybe a misclick or something, or maybe just literally just to scout if that area has been taken or not. Can also waypoint scout as well. You don't have to just waypoint scout in the beginning of a game. You can waypoint scout later in the game to see if someone's expanded there or not. So we have AK GoIsUber has actually taken over this middle area, and that's going to be a hard area to break because there's a number of bunkers here, but also this little tower thing that actually looks impossible to get into because that should really be, you would think, impassable terrain being that texture. But yeah, apparently you can go in it. Oil has been captured up there, so that is a mistake by Peter. He's not only not captured it for himself as of yet, but maybe his Lotus has only just been repaired or something. It's only just rehealed. But yeah, that oil not been taken for a hell of a while. Mix over here. It's taking out... Ooh, I don't think that was a dozer, actually. Yeah, Peter was probably scouting with that truck to then send a dozer over there. There are Infernos now out for Peter. I was going to say the only way to really break this properly, especially with these ECMs here as well, by the way, because they would have disabled flamers. The only two ways really you're going to take this is either by flamers or by long-range artillery like Infernos or nuke cannons. In this case, he's gone for Infernos, but the problem is that MiGs are anti-Inferno. Infernos are very low armor, so a few hits from these MiGs and they will go down guaranteed. Just like that. Which is why in China games, typically I like to be the player who goes the MiGs. The other player can, I suppose, spam GATs and ECMs. That might be one way, GATs, ECMs, outpost. But if the enemy player has enough MiGs, then yeah, your whole ground army can just get obliterated. Trucks there do go down, so I suppose whilst he has these bunkers in play, those bunkers aren't really good at shooting down the MiGs. As you saw there, the MiGs did escape even though they lost a tiny bit of HP. So GoIsUber is coming in now, disabling this GAT here. He's actually ahead in terms of XP now, which means he has killed more. Interestingly though, he still does not have this supply. So I'm going to assume by now that's a definite that he doesn't know the map. So yeah, Peter has had about a 10k boost because each of these are 3.7. Roughly a 10k extra boost than GoIsUber has had. But GoIsUber is collecting from the mid though. I mean, the mid should be a contention point for both players anyway. Massive engagement here on the right side. GATS ECM outpost versus just really GATS. A couple of ECMs for GoIsUber. Peter is going to come out on top there. He's got the greater numbers. But there is another little task force here from GoIsUber that's probably going to go and join up with this and probably help fight against Peter's army. However, yeah, whilst GoIsUber does not have that supply, he is now expanding to this supply down here, whereas Peter's already been collecting from that one for a while. MiG's coming in now on Peter's army, and that's going to cause some quite big damage. Quite a few outposts popped open there, or two popped open and one left really low. GATS ECM's coming in now for GoIsUber whilst the army is weak and whilst it's retreating. Peter is desperately trying to run away. He's dropping down a GAT and also sending a dozer to its death, quickly trying to turn around. I think this GAT here needs to just be cancelled. I mean, he's going to let it finish anyway, I suppose, but he'll probably kill one GAT, maybe? Oh, it gets disabled at 98%. Okay, that definitely needs cancelling now because that's not going to finish. We can see some artillery, actually, from GoIsUber. going up towards the top of the map. That gap does get cancelled on the end. Artillery is going to hit the oil. It does seem a little bit overkill for an oiled area, but trust me, that is a really good decision. Taking out them oils. Oils are a key lifeline and why many of the top players are winning games. So you take out their oils, you take out a key lifeline of their economy. Refinery. Okay, GoIsUber's actually got 2 refineries and an oil advantage. The refineries don't stack up, though, in their benefits. And we're seeing exactly the same from Peter. So you can tell these are top players. They know these oils are so important. Artillery and carpet, whilst it would be nice on like some trucks that are back here in a war factory, they can be rebuilt with the money used from the oil. So it's better to cut off the economy. Better to hit the economy rather than the production that can just be rebuilt. MiG's now coming through for Peter. He is on 7k, by the way. See, this is when the MiGs are starting to go down, when there's enough gats out on the ground with ECMs. He does have chain gun as well, by the way. And a Gatling cannon has been placed down here. However, yeah, it is low power right now. He could use the override ability. Not a lot of people use the override from the power plant, because yes, it does knock a bit of HP off, but it allows you to build that power faster. He is now back on power. Is he going to see these supplies? I think that's why Peter was floating so much then. I suppose GoIsUber's got the refinery. Oh, he has seen it now. Sending his trucks over there. I suppose if you long distance collect from there to there, it is more efficient than building that supply. But the money is in your bank account a lot later, which I think does hinder you. GoIsUber now pushing on this left-hand side. So whilst Peter's start was very strong, he seems to have slipped and faltered a little bit and is letting GoIsUber well and truly in this game, because GoIsUber will now have control of both flanks and the mid. It's gonna be a rough ride for Peter. Peter needs to get something done. Maybe mass helix would be an option, because there is very few gats out now for GoIsUber. I suppose he could always just make a couple more gats, and that would obviously be anti-helix. But on such a big map like this, the helixes can get so much done. They can go in and out of different parts of the map. They can go obviously to the flank, to here. They would be able to kill this easy. Would be able to kill this easy as well. There's only one gat there. Yes, it does have chain gun. Yeah, I think a helix could get a lot done, actually. But Peter is pushing back regardless anyway. MiGs come in and do kill that gap. Sending a few units in. Engagement here for Peter. Is he going to put his tank hunters inside of this bunker? Definitely think that's a good idea. Ooh, maybe he saw the carpet come in. Ah, that carpet is actually going to hinder GoIsUber. He carpeted his own gat and dozer there. But I think he thought that the army of Peter was going to be there, but Peter somehow knew that was coming. Don't know if he just anticipated that, or if he actually saw it coming another way. I don't think he has an internet center, so yeah, maybe. Don't know how he saw that coming. Outposts do have a big vision, so you can see, can often see it coming from a far distance. We have a look here actually. So yeah, he actually can see to there. So maybe he did see it on the edge there. Okay, so that supply is going to go down. Peter looking pretty dominant at the moment, but GoIsUber is now fully collecting off his supply, so he's going to get a bit of a cash boost. That supply and that supply could be sold off. I mean, if we're to pick tiny little holes, you need a little bit of extra money, you can sell those supplies. MiG almost goes down. Just pick off one unit. So Peter, with these MiGs now and this ground army, he's got an overlord in here as well, so it's pretty solid. MiGs do come in. Big hit there on GoIsUber's army. A lot of stuff killed. Only one gat survived, but one MiG went down. But yeah, definitely a worthwhile trade there for Peter. Very nice hit. Peter's now overtaken GoIsUber in terms of the XP. Some 3.6k. Potential mine drop. Yeah, it's going to be a mine drop. It's not going to be EMP because they're not level 5 yet. Mine drop mostly on top of the war factory. Oh, it looked like it, but actually, it's actually quite a nice spread of mines there, to be honest. Anything that comes out of that war factory now is going to be going down, which is annoying. Needs to bring his dozer over there to clear it. We've got artillery coming across for GoIsUber. Going to probably hit this supply, it looks like. carpet then coming in for GoIsUber, and artillery coming in again for Peter. Megs coming in for GoIsUber. They're going to try and finish that supply. If you hit that supply, you will obviously get some XP for it. Some nice free XP there. He does hit it, loses 1 MiG. Artillery kills... Was that a second ore factory? I can't even remember what that was. Okay, GoIsUber has now cleared the mines. And the game is entering that late stage now where one tiny little mistake could end up costing you the game. One decently placed carpet. EMPs will be on the field soon, and both players approaching level 5. Still a bit to go, but still approaching. Is Peter collecting there? I don't think he is. Not clicked on it. Yeah, one wrong move, one little mistake, one extra little bit of money or supply can make all the difference here. Every unit counts. We have a Helix out for GoIsUber, and he's actually invested in the Gatling cannon. Interesting choice at this point, just to get the Gat cannon licks. I don't think is really worth it. He was coming in to try and kill the licks with his MiGs, but did lose one in the process. Tank gunners are just so bad at shooting down MiGs. Like the fall off range of when they shoot the missile, fall off range is like really short. So if it doesn't hit it like straight away, then it's just kind of pointless. It's just like the missile fades into the air. Unlike TOX for GLA, yeah, the TOX RPGs basically never miss. If you watch them closely, I think their fall off range is like 3 times or 4 times greater than any other RPGs in the game or any other tank hunters in the game. So yeah, watch out for TOX. Their missiles basically never miss, which is one of the reasons why TOX is so good. Not to mention their insane tunnels. But yeah, game is slowing down a hell of a lot. Yeah, going back to this map, by the way, it's called Farmlands of the Fallen. It's quite a newish map, and this is why I'm a fan of having... Ooh. Kills a flamer, kills 2 trucks and a gat. Okay, it wasn't amazing. It can mostly be rebuilt there. Carpet coming in for Peter, and he's only going to kill now a power plant. Doesn't even kill or do any damage to the propaganda center actually as well. So yeah, 2 carpets coming in there, both not really achieving that much. I mean, this one did kill some trucks and some gas, probably the better one. But yeah, going back to the map, and this is why I'm a fan of having new maps, because at first people tend to not like him, or they think, oh, it's too big or whatever, but actually they tend to be quite popular as more and more people play them and they become more familiar. This is a really cool wide open map, loads of money, you can have big battles on it. It's nice and balanced and fair, and it's just another unique map to add to the pool of maps that you can choose from. Mine drop coming in here, that's going to be on the trucks, and it's going to kill some trucks. Trucks are getting a little bit of repair. That is from the speaker tower. It's painful. You need to just stop the trucks and just use the dozer. There's no point just leaving them because they will just die, and then you got to rebuild them. Just use the dozer. The dozer just automatically crushes them. Oh, that's painful, man, because he knew they were there. There is a cash shack actually coming in for GoIsUber. Absolutely massive, and I don't think Peter is going to see that. He does see it, but she's still going to steal 1k. So that's 1k out of the enemy's bank and 1k in your bank. There's a difference of 2k. Makes an absolutely massive difference, especially if you do it 2 or 3 times or even more. Absolutely massive. Yeah, I'm not sure who is going to win this one. I mean, how would the game have played out differently if GoIsUber knew that supply was there? Because that has to be a massive mistake. GoIsUber, by the way, also has both refineries, which I don't think Peter has realized. So all of his units are going to be 10% cheaper. Yeah, they don't stack up. It's not 10% and then another 10%. It's just 10%. If one of them dies, you've still got a backup. That's the only benefit of having 2. So yeah, the map is becoming very bare. Lots of buildings destroyed, oil's destroyed, supplies have been collected. So artillery coming across, and it's probably going to be on there. I mean, there's no other real decent target. But is he going to move his truck again, Peter? Because, oh, is it going to hit the army? What a hit. But sadly for him, Did not kill the Overlord, but now does. What a legendary set of artillery and a carpet. I was going to say, actually, it's hard to get a decent hit with the artillery and the carpet on such big maps like that. When you notify the artillery's coming, you're probably going to move your army out of the way. If it's like in that spot, you're probably going to move it over here. But that artillery was like, he predicted where the army was going to be, and legendary hit it, and then hit it with the carpet as well to finish off the Overlord. Absolutely amazing. Now GoIsUber is coming in with a flamer, and this supply is going to be denied, I think. But the mix come in, save the day, and hit the other flamer as well. Artillery comes in and finishes. I don't even know what build. Was that the war factory again? I don't even know what it was. I'm going to guess it was. Well, a war factory's gone down at some point, but I thought it was there, but maybe there was two. Supply now sold for Peter, and this little army here for GoIsUber. Well, I say little. To Peter is actually pretty big because he doesn't have a lot out himself. He's actually made a flamer. He does have the napalm. He's got MiGs out, actually, so a MiG strike there could just wipe it out. And whatever remains, you could probably just come in with the flamer and with the Gats. There are MiGs coming through for GoIsUber now, taking out some trucks, taking out an outpost. And that army was hit, but a lot of it has survived, actually. I say a lot, 3 ECMs. ECMs are mainly, well, obviously a support unit. You can crush infantry with them, but I mean, ECMs alone, they need something with them. You need like this Vet 3 GAT, you need this outpost, you need probably a few more units. He does have MiGs out. Yeah, getting a very cagey affair. aka GoIsUber is now ahead in terms of XP. Not by much, but he will be approaching level 5 before Peter. MiGs coming in from both sides. And AK GoIsUber is now level 5, so he will get another level of like artillery. Don't think there's anything else he really would want to select, apart from the EMP. Obviously, EMP is a given. So yeah, this is getting pretty close. Are we going to end up with CC versus CC? Surely not. We've got a mine drop here. We've got a cash hack coming in that obviously went to GoIsUber, and then he carpeted it as well. His general's promotion. Oh my god. The general's promotion usage from GoIsUber has been legendary, but that carpet was also very, very decent because you've just killed all 4 of the MiGs, which is basically the only units that GoIsUber has got right now besides this bunker and an ECM. Is that a mine drop again or EMP? He's still got EMP in the bag, I think. Probably just waiting to use. But we've got a few units out. Another cash hack coming in. This time it's for Peter, so they're cash hacking each other. Don't think that supply is paid off for itself. Is that an EMP? It is an EMP. I mean, it doesn't disable an awful lot that was going to stop this flamer anyway. This bunker can still fire as normal when the supply is sold. That said, it's not actually shooting, and this artillery platform is not susceptible to EMPs apparently. So yeah, the artillery platform can still fire. There's EMP. Oh, it's going to hit the MiGs. Kills 2 MiGs. Oh my god! Just when I thought GoIsUber's general's promotions could not get any better or any better timed or placed, he literally hits 2 MiGs with the EMP. We now got 1 MiG out. Are we going to end up with a draw? We can't end up with a... No, it can't be a draw because the CCs will eventually die to the support powers. Protecting this dozer and hiding that dozer is key now, because if it does come down to a support power war, you want to be able to move your dozer close to the CC to repair it. Actually, it needs repairing now. And then you want to be able to move it out. It is probably going to come down to CC versus CC. I think we're on for a Hall of Fame game here. The thing is, with what's voted on the forums is like Hall of Fame replays, is a load of the old replays, like from way back in the day when the forums were more active, from when this game was active, like 2006, 2007. A load of decent replays of that era got voted up and whatever, and voted like legendary or voted Hall of Fame or gold replay or whatever you want to call it. But nowadays, because there's less people on the forums and less people voting, and some people are just not interested in voting replays because they think they've seen everything, people just generally vote less. So even though the level in this replay is probably 20 times that of in 2007, probably still won't reach that Hall of Fame status just because people are lazy and because it's less active. That's the sad thing. But we the viewers, and oh, that supply got cancelled. 1,500 lost. That was one outpost. Oh my god, you would think if you only have one unit out, you would think the micro would be top notch. Of course, we don't know what the lag was like in this game, but you would think the micro would be probably ultra perfect. This is the time to start evacuating all these bunkers, by the way, and just using everything. Tank Hunter needs to place a bomb on this. Yeah. But yeah, we as the commentators or the streamers, and we as the viewers, we know which ones are the legendary replays. We know which is the beast replays. And we know that the level now is way, way higher than it was back in the day. It doesn't matter what it gets voted to on the forums necessarily. Carpet bomb coming in, and I think we are witnessing one of those replays. CC versus CC, which is basically what it's going to come down to. This in my mind is, I don't even know what happens yet, but this in my mind is already one of them replays. This is one of them rare finds. Very, very rare and beautiful to watch. So both players now have got $200. He's dropping down the barracks, but I don't know why he's dropping down the barracks, because he hasn't got any money to do anything with. I mean, yeah, he can't afford red guards, can he? Because they're $300, aren't they? Are they $300? Yeah, I think they're $300. He does need to repair his CC though, because that is what's going to happen. It's going to come down to CC versus CC. So that dozer and that CC are the two most important things in this game right now, because it will come down to carpet and artillery versus the CC. That's exactly what it'll come down to. Now, Peter doesn't have a dozer, so any damage done to this cannot be repaired unless this war factory is sold. Another set of mines. He doesn't have any money though. It's not going to make any difference. Mines are probably better used here actually, because these two things, those two could probably win the game. Tank Hunter's now going to have to finish this long mission of killing the artillery platform. Carpet bomb coming in on the CC. He sold the war factory. He was on the war factory. All the mines detonated there. They did look doubled up, by the way, the mines. They did look stacked up, didn't they? Like, I thought if you drop mines on top of mines, would it stack or not? Apparently, yeah, it does. He's going to try and use his outpost to run over this Tank Hunter, but is it going to achieve it? It's got a very low HP. I think 1 or 2 shots at the very max. Where's he going with it? The place to go is here, to go really close, to force the Tank Hunter out of position, or if the Tank Hunter goes to the fight, you might be able to run him over. Force him out of position, and the artillery platform might be able to hit this Tank Hunter, because right now is not able to hit it. Oh, he does kill it. Oh my god. We've literally got no units, no fighting units are now out on the map. So you are coming down to that CC versus CC. However, aka GoIsUber, I think it all comes down to experience, because if I was in the situation, I know repairing that CC and saving that dozer is the most important thing, but at the moment he's not repairing his CC. So why would you not repair it? Because a level 3 artillery combined with a carpet has a chance, I mean, I don't know for sure, but it has a chance of taking down that CC. It's going to go very close, and you do not want to lose that. So yeah, I don't know if GoIsUber has been in this situation many times before. Oh, baby. Didn't even realize there's a Tank Hunter inside of that. Oh my god, no way. No. So there's no units. There is no units. It's one of them games. I always think, oh, I want to see one of them games again. CC versus CC. They're extremely rare. Is that artillery platform going to hit this? I mean, what could you do here? Okay, so I've got a really brave strat. I mean, this is like putting your cojones on the wall and just hoping that someone won't stamp on them. You could sell the CC, make 1 Tank Hunter with the money, and 4 red guard. 1 Tank Hunter, 4 red guard. Use the Tank Hunter to defend against this truck, and then capture the CC with 4 red guard from all 4 points. Oh no, because there's an artillery platform. I'm trying to think, what would you do? Carpet and artillery comes in, does not finish CC though, so this is why the dozer needs to keep going close, repair, go away, and hide. That's all you need to do. But you see how low that CC got got pretty low. And how much HP has that got? It's got probably roughly the same amount. It might just survive. But GoIsUber, man, you need to be repairing that. Just go sneak around the back here, repair it, and then hide down here. That's what you need to do. Wonder how long we're going to be here. Because this could go a couple of days, I think. If you play this 100% perfect, this could go a couple of days. This artillery platform, there needs to be microed. You need to fire just in front of it. So the delay. Oh, he kills it because he turned. Oh, man. It's like a game of chess when you... Like I said in the beginning, it's a game of chess, but all you have left is a king. You got a king and a rook. Let's say that's a rook. King and a rook. I mean, if GoIsUber loses CC here, he outright deserves to lose. Because he's not repairing it. I think he's scared. With this dozer, he doesn't want to lose it. But if Carpet comes in now, after this level 3, that CC's done. I think he's done and he deserves to lose. Yeah. EMP. Carpet, yeah, he deserves to lose this. If he'd have repaired it. If he'd have repaired it, like I said. Now it's over. Yeah, now it's over. Yeah, GG. That's a shame, man. He did not play this perfectly at all. I don't know why he didn't repair it to 100%, but I think it again comes down to experience. I myself have been in that experience a couple of times before, so I would know. It's going to come down to CC versus CC. If he had it on 100%, or if he sold it, like when it goes super low, you know something else is going. Oh, he quit. Oh, that could have been like that. Could have. Well, I don't know if I wanted it to go for a few days. It could have gone for a few days though, couldn't it? Really could have gone for a few days. But yeah, anyway, what a legendary replay. I love them kind of replays. Probably my favorite replay of 2021 so far, maybe of 2020 as well. Favorite replay I've seen in maybe years. I mean, if GoIsUber had played that correctly, repaired his CC, and then gone a bit closer, and then repaired it, and then ran away, stuff like that, maybe we'd have seen an even more legendary replay. He could have even had the balls when it went low, sold it, got the 1k, and then gone for the red guard spam and the tank hunter. Use the tank hunter and the red guard to micro past the artillery platform. Maybe go around the edge of the map, and then you could use the tank hunter against the dozer and against the truck. Although the truck had died, so you could use the tank hunter against the dozer, which guaranteed would kill it before it can do any crushes, and then use the red guard to capture from all 4 sides of the CC. You would have captured the CC and you would have won. That's how he could have won, but yeah, not everyone thinks the same. I'm not saying that's what I would have done, but I know that's the replay we saw, and not a lot of people are interested in what I would have done, but I just like to speak my mind. What would I be thinking in that situation sometimes, which some people might like to know or not. But yeah, a legendary replay. Well played to Peter in the end there. Came out on top. I was expecting a win. Like I said, I think he's the stronger player there, but I was not expecting it that close. I mean, that was that was mentally close. So yeah, GG. Let me know if you like this one by liking the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. This is the best replay you've seen of 2021. Have you seen better? Are there any better ones you've seen that you want to send me and let me cast and let me see, and we'll reveal on the channel? Let me know. GG and peace out.